Code meme. Time to react. Huge thanks to Odoo for sponsoring this video. Beep-whoop. Antacid. Beep-whoop. Dude, I'm tripping balls. Antacids are basically just like chalk, calcium carbonate, just to negate the acid in your stomach. Oh my God, can you imagine if ants were susceptible to calcium in this way? They don't have bones. Oh my God, do ants have bones? Who can I even ask that question to as a human?
They have an exoskeleton, isn't that right?
But there's no bone. Is there spongiform tissue or not? Do ants need calcium to live? That is the question, and I ask that of you, and I hope to see the answer in the comment section. When you're trying to stay healthy, but your demons still haunt you, planet Fit McDonald's? Fit Arch? Fit Double Arch? Fit Golden Arch?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, she would. Hold on. Fed us?
It's just the Planet Fitness logo and the McDonald's is a shadow.
Oh, I thought there was, the McDonald's was casting a shadow in some kind of reasonable way. Judgment free zone, folks. Okay, let's relax. Everyone's allowed to have a bad meme reaction. It's not like I misdiagnosed a patient or lied about diabetes numbers. I'm not naming any names. Femur. Thoughts on the femur. Couldn't stand not having them. Yeah, that's a good point. My thoughts on the femur. They kind of look like a lemur. What would you do without me? You think they give these away just for fun? It's brilliance that earns these. Appetizer, main course. But you don't eat the stick. Isn't the gum the main course?
Are you kidding me?
God damn it. Don't eat the stick. If I had to guess, and this is not medical advice, I would say it's possible that the stick is biodegradable. It feels like it's papery, like a paper straw, like it's gonna collapse. And don't use it to pick in your ears or do any other weird stuff. It's a sushi kind of night. Ah yes, the salmonella roll. What is this obsession with eating raw foods? We don't want Listeria, Salmonella, Campylobacter. Why are people eating raw cookie dough, raw milk, raw chicken? Gross. And I say gross only because I'm in fear of your health. And I don't want you to have sepsis and be on the next episode of The Pit. Don't forget to train your heart to failure too. Never skip heart day. Oh, please don't train your heart to failure. Oh my God, all I'm thinking about is a type 2 myocardial infarction. That's a demand ischemia, where your heart's working so hard it can't give enough blood flow to itself. The heart needs love too. It beats and serves blood to the rest of the body, but it also needs some for itself. Just like doctors. We help everyone, but we must help ourselves, or we will have a type 2 medical infarction. Babe, what's wrong? You've barely drank your water. H2O, baby, let's go. Yeah, don't drink those. That's not gonna be digestible. And whether it's inside or outside of your body remains to be seen. My friends from the basement yard tell me.
We've seen examples of people drinking urine.
It doesn't hydrate you at all?
No.
Oh, well that completely
It
ruins-
dehydrates you worse. Oh, we're just downloading books through USB now. Unfortunately, this does not work. You know what is our equivalent of a female USB port? Our eyes, our ears, our senses. So let your ports loose and allow them to absorb the world for everything it has to offer. 2026. 8 a.m., my body is a temple. 8 p.m., the temple is closed. I've seen people like this, except it's 8 a.m. like that, lunch is okay, and then in the evening, they go clubbing, they go raving, and it all goes out the window. Just found the greatest shirt of all time. Cirrhosis. That is actually funny. Wow. God, I think about all the unnecessary cases of cirrhosis that people developed as a result of alcoholism, and that makes me sad. But it is interesting how they characterized it. Just my luck, my 250 million year old salt has expired. Yeah, everything expires, or at least has a best buy date. Not best buy the store, but best buy date. If you're reading that as a transcription, you're probably wondering what I mean, and I'm sorry for that, genuinely. But I'm not as sorry as Gary Brecka should be when he makes clips like this.
If you're not sleeping on an organic mattress, that's what you need to wear to bed.
You gotta go and sorry.
If at first you don't succeed, try 2 more times so that your failure is statistically significant. No. If at first you don't succeed, try. For every time you see a success, there's so many failures. But please learn from your failures. And if you want to be even a higher tier, like S tier in this regard, learn from others' failures so that you could prevent making your own mistakes. Unagi.
A lesson in the importance of unagi.
The secret to my strong immune system. Elio's Pizza, chocolate reduced fat milk, and a Flintstones vitamin, and drinking from the hose. I will say, I think I may have had one of the most unhealthy childhoods ever. From drinking lead or rusty faucet in New York City parks back in the day was gross. Filling up the water balloons and then putting my mouth on it was gross. My typical lunch after school, eating a mix, Costco chicken bake, Costco blueberry muffin, Snickers bar, Arizona iced tea, which I tried to make a replacement for brisk iced tea, which had like double the amount of sugar in it. That ain't healthy. My blood vessels have laid the foundation of unhealthiness for my childhood. And Flintstones vitamins did not help me in that regard. And they tasted like powdery grossness. Ugh. Back to the memes in just a second, but first, I want to tell you about Odoo, a business management software with a full suite of integrated apps. It allows you to bring every element of managing your business into a single platform. They've got apps like integrated CRM, accounting, sales, manufacturing, point of sale, you name it. Maybe you have a company that sells products like I do with my merch. For that, Odoo has apps for scheduling and production planning, as well as real-time inventory tracking. It's so helpful having access to every tool you need all in one place. Their interface is super user-friendly and customizable, making it so easy to move around between different apps, improving efficiency no matter what kind of business you're in. And get this, your first app is free for life. From there, you can pick and choose which apps you'll actually need. It's so nice not having to pay for a bloated package of products you'll never actually use. Click the link in the description to get started with a free 14-day trial, or even request a demo of Odoo and level up your business. All right, let's get back to the memes. Look at the size of your liver compared to your heart. You're designed to drink more and care less. Can't argue with science. Fact checking coming! I know that Hallmark has lied to you all of these years, and I'm not just talking about the greeting cards. The friggin' channel too. The heart does not think. That's this guy's job. That's why it's the most important organ in the body, and you can't tell me otherwise. You know what's cool about the liver? Even if you chop it up, it recovers. You can regenerate your liver. In fact, if you transplant a little tiny piece of liver, it regenerates. Pretty cool. Student during his first official admission. Last night shift in specialty. Very true. Although these people both look like they're experts. Just one has a lot more gear on. Also, these days, with computers and AI, we need less stuff in general. RFK Jr.'s Outbreak Steakhouse. Honestly, the most accurate meme thus far. Look at what's happening. Look at how many measles cases we have. Everywhere he goes, this happens. Samoa, here in the US. Terrible. Me after banging my own chest to stop a heart attack. I am healthcare. If you have reproducible chest pain, meaning if you press and it hurts, that's not usually representative of a cardiac issue. That is made worse by activity, by creating more demand, more blood flow, and there's a blockage. But pressing is usually associated with a musculoskeletal condition. Not always, but point us in a direction. Do you guys prefer your ibuprofen hot dog or hamburger style? Hot dog all day long. It's perfect fit to slide into the throat. If you're trying to create the most slippery tube to have your slide go through, you want a lengthy slide, not a girthy slide. They're both value size, except one has 1,000. How do they squeeze in 1,000 in the same size bottle? It's pretty impressive. Bro, just come skiing with me. Lift tickets cost $150 per day, and you can rent skis for another $50, and you can get a lesson for another $120. It's so fun, and your risk of injury is so high. Come on, bro, you won't feel your hands, and you'll get a sunburn on your face, bro. Not just a sunburn, so wear sunblock, but a windburn as well. Windburn is so uncomfortable and underrated. People lose their lives skiing. Be careful. I feel like an angry dad now. Rude patience, friendly patience. Nah. We don't do that kind of stuff. We don't base the gauge of the needle based on patience. We don't make fun of patience here. I know there's some people out there doing that. That's not what this channel is about. But what I will say, fun fact, we use different gauges for different purposes. So imagine you're coming in and you're fluid depleted, meaning you don't have enough fluid in your blood vessels, so your blood pressure is dropping. We want a giant gauge needle because we can put a lot of fluids into your blood vessel that way. But then on the flip side, if you're getting like a Botox injection, you just need a pretty little thin needle that doesn't affect you, go to 25 gauge. What you studied, what came out in the exam, and you memorized based on colors. Yo, so true. Even crazier, you would study in the cadaver lab certain pins pinning certain structures. When it came to test day, when you walk in, there's a bunch of cadavers with 3 or 4 pins in each one, and you have numbers on the pins where you walk around and you enter what the structure is. But not every vagus nerve looks exactly the same. Everyone has slight variability. Plus, as people play with them, it gets loose. So if you think this is a struggle, try doing it in a cadaver lab. Late nights at the cadaver lab alone on a rainy night? No thank you. Never again. Her, I'm cold. Me, oh no. Pretend you're studying for the boards. Pretend you're in front of a group of people. Pretend millions are watching you and it's not just this awkward camera and Sam. Okay, focused. Her, I'm cold. Me, well, breaking dam, Jackie Kennedy, blue eye, Coke, tea, remote the sky.
You're not far off. That was a good first attempt.
Okay, let me try once more. Hello, I'm cold. Well, Flood Kennedy.
12 seconds later.
Damn Kennedy.
A few moments later.
I. Coca-Cola tea remote the sky.
Getting closer.
Oh, it hurts so much. If I ever get the chance to interview RFK Jr., I'm gonna show him this. And if he gets it quick, I will succumb and say he wins. Is this easy? Are other people gonna get this?
Sound off in the comments if you got it already.
No. Don't sound off anywhere. I need to know. Did you get this?
Yeah.
Well, damn, Kennedy, I can't.
Many unbearable hours later.
Her, I'm cold. Me, well, damn, Kennedy, I can't control the weather.
Well, damn, Jackie.
This isn't even good. What does this have to do with medicine?
Bring it up with the meme police.
God, that hurt. Just so you're aware, we just burned 30 minutes of footage on this. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Oh no, this is gonna end badly. I already know it. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for Da Vinci and Kimchi! Yes! Probiotic unlocked!
That's another one. Probiotic on a robotic.
Probiotic on a robotic! I made one! You heard of Elf on a Shelf, but get ready for skeleton on a jello shot. Skelly on a jelly.
Yeah, sure. Skeleton on a gelatin.
Oh, I like Skelly on a jelly
Skelly on a
better.
jelly's better. That's
Skelly
an
on a
improvement.
jelly, yeah. We improved the meme. What if it was always Skelly on a jelly?
I guess that's true. The answer is not on the other side.
Exactly. There is no answer. This isn't a New York Times crossword. Tampax ads are getting insane. Oh no. You know that's not how it works, right? In fact, here's a better lesson for you. Check out my nephews trying to explain what the menses cycle is. Click here to check that out, and as always, stay happy and healthy.